Assuming that the discount rate is 12% per annum, how much would you pay to receive 100 growing at 12% annually forever? What is the formula for perpetuity? PV is equal to A divided by I minus G. A is how much? 100 divided by how much? The I minus G is how much? The 12 minus 8, which is equal to 100 divided by 4%. How much you are getting now? Take the calculator, type 100, divide by 4, then click percentage sign. How much you are getting? 2500. Everyone understood that? You remember perpetuity formula? Yes. Now we are looking for the next one. How much amount is required to be invested every year so as to accumulate 15 lakh at the end of 20 years if the interest is compounded annually at 10%? The future value annuity factor is given. Now my question, is it annuity regular or annuity due? Annuity regular, because it is the end of 20 years. What are they telling? Future value is given. FV is how much? 15 lakh. So what are we going to do? Future value is equal to annuity into future value annuity factor, which is equal to 15 lakh. 15 lakh, which is equal to A into 57.274 triple 999. Get me the answer. A is equal to option A, 26,189.44. Option A. Easier? Yes, it is possible. Everything is possible. Ramesh, you got the answer? Yes. How did you get the answer? Type 15 lakh, then divide by how much? The 57.2749999. You will get the answer. Sanjay got this? Yes. Kavya got this? Yes. Next one. Madhu deposits 100 in a bank at the beginning. Beginning means what? The annuity due of every year for 20 years at 10% per annum compounded annually. How much would she can earn after 20 years is the question. Every year she is depositing. That means it is an annuity based problem. So A is what? Annuity amount is how much? 100. So they are asking for what? Present value or future value? They are asking what? They are asking for accumulated money. They are asking for future value. What is the formula? Future value is equal to A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. Since it is annuity due, what is the formula? 1 plus I will also be there along with it. That means which is equal to A by I. That means 100 divided by I value is how much? 0.1 into 1.1 the whole raised to 20 is how much? 6.7275. From that, if you are reducing minus 1, how much it will be? 5.7275. Multiply it with 1.1. Take the calculator. Get me the answer. 6,000.25. Everyone got the answer? Everyone, are you catching up? Yes, it is a revision also for yesterday's. Whatever we learned till today, we are revising again with the question paper. Yes. Next one. If the compound interest on a certain sum at 2 years at 5% per annum is 246, then the simple interest on the same sum for the double the time and double the rate per annum is how much is the question. This same question, same type of question repeated this year also. Same type. We will solve that also. That means in May 2025 it was repeated with different numbers. Obviously, they'll change. Suresh will become Ramesh. Ramesh will become Suresh. Likewise. Yeah. Yes, ma'am? No, that's the fact. Yes. What happened? Got the answer? No. Wrong answer. You tried? Tried and got wrong. Oh, that is okay. But you should get the right answer. Tell me, if the compound interest on a certain sum for 2 years at 5% per annum is 246. That is what is the formula of CI? CI is equal to P into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. CI is how much? 246, which is equal to P is how much? We don't know the value of P. Then what is 1 plus I? That is 1.05. So how many years the square minus 1 from this find the value of P. Take the calculator, get me the value of P. What is P? 1.05 into equal to minus 1 Then divide equal to multiply it with 246. How much you are getting? 2000, 223, 2400, 2400. Everyone got p value as 2400 using the calculator? Yes. Then what are they asking? The simple interest. SI. What is the formula for SI? PTR, percentage on the same sum. That means p value is 2400. Correct? 2400 into t is what? Double the time. Previously it was 2 years. Double the time means how many years? The 4 years. Multiply it with 5 percentage. How much? Double the rate percentage. That is how much? 10 percentage. Get me the answer, people. Direct question. Yes. And one more thing. You will only get stuck. Time will flow. Inside the exam hall also. Time will flow. Yes. Got it? Yes. Can we do the next one? Now my question. Till now, how are the questions? Very easy only, right? Direct questions. Whatever we were doing inside the class, the same copy of questions with different values are there. Now solve this for me. A certain amount is invested in a bank. What is the annual rate of interest compounded annually becomes 8 times of itself in 5 years? Get me the answer. 8 times of itself. A certain amount, p value is invested. For example, 100 is invested. 100 is becoming how much? 100 is becoming 800. Then what is the question? Rate percentage you should find. Get me the answer, 100 is becoming what? 800. Then amount is 800, p is 100. That means what is the formula for amount? A is equal to p into 1 plus I, the whole power how much? N. A is how much? 800, which is equal to p is how much? 100 into 1 plus I. I is how much here? I is, we need to find 1 plus I, the whole power. N is how much? 5. Now, can you option hit? 8 is equal to, no, everything is given. 8 is equal to 1 plus I, the whole power 5. Now people, if I take this 5 to the other side, it will become, the power 5 will become raised to 1 by 5. Fifth root we are taking. That means 8 raised to 1 by 5 is equal to 1 plus I. That means 8 raised to 1 by 5 is given. That is how much the 1.515716 is equal to 1 plus I. That means I is equal to how much? 0.515716. So I value you got, that means R value is how much? Into 100. That is how much? 51.57%. Got it? Got it? Yes, Vishnu got it. Vishnu got it. Vishnu Sri, Vishnu, everyone. Harish got it. Yes. Abhishri. Yes. Kamali, you got this? Yes. Yes. Pavan got it. Ranjit. Yes. Ravi, you got this. Aditya. Did you learn the calculation trick? You watched the video? Watch it again. Okay. Then Surya Krishna, did you watch the video for the calculation trick and all? Yes. Next one. 1,500 is paid every year for 10 years to pay off a loan. Loan means what? We are finding present value. Annuity amount is what? A. How many years? 10 years. What is the rate percentage is how much? 5. Everything is given. Get me the present value. PV is equal to, either you can use formula or GT method. PV is equal to A by I into 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus I, the whole power n. Get me the answer. Either you will get it directly or GT method. 11,581.53 direct. How are you going to use this? A by I. If you are following normal method, 1,500 divided by 0.05 into 1 minus, that is 1 minus 1 divided by how much now? 1.05, the whole power 10. The entire values are given. So 1,500 divided by 0.05 into 1 minus 1 divided by 1.6288. Get me the answer. You got it as option A. or you can use GT method. How do you use GT method? Type 1.05, then click divide equal to 10 times, then click GT, multiply into 1500. That way also you will get the answer. Very direct. Yes. Now, A invested 20,000 in a bank at the rate of 4.5% per annum. He received 27,500 after the end of the term. Find out the period. Many people will do mistake over here, because when you see a question like this, automatically your mentality will be like, oh, I should do it based on compound interest. Is it mentioned anything like that? No, I told you in the beginning also, if compound interest is not mentioned or simple interest is not mentioned in the question, we should automatically take it as what? Simple interest. Based on simple interest, get me the answer. So P is how much? This. A is how much? This. Then SI value is how much? SI is equal to 27,500 minus 7,000, 20,000. That is 7,500. PTR percentage, which is equal to 7,500. P is how much? 20,000 into T is how much? We need to find. R is how much? 4.5%, which is equal to how much? 7,500. So on calculator, what will you type? Type 20,000 into 4.5, then click percentage, then click divide equal to, multiply it with 7,500. How much you got? 8.34 or 339 you will get. Answer is option B, nearest answer. Now the next question. Everyone try. Sam invested 12,000 for how many years? 10 years in a financial company. At the end of the 10th year, his investment value is 18,000. And the CAGR, direct question, CAGR is how much is the question. What was the formula? 1 plus option means what? Yes, option. The whole raised to Tn minus T0, which is equal to Vn by V0. Now here people, what is Tn minus T0? They are telling invested for how many years? 10 years. That means directly you can take it as how much? 10 years. 1 plus option raised to 10, which is equal to Vn by V0. How much is Vn by V0? Vn is 18,000. V0 is 12,000. That means 18,000 divided by 12,000. That is how much? Take the calculator. Get me the answer. Option B. How much you got Vn by V0? 1.5. Now we will check which of the option is giving us 1.5. That means which option? B. That means 1 plus 4.13%, then into equal to how many times? 9 times. If you are getting it as 1.5, our answer is option B. You are getting it as 1.5, 1.49 or 1.5, which is equal to RHS. So option B is our answer. Next question. Get me the answer. What is the present value of 8,000 to be required after 10 years if the interest rate is 6%? What is given? PV, present value of 8,000 to be required after 10 years. That means after 10 years, how much you require? 8,000. That means future value is given. That is how much? 8,000. Then N is how much? 10 years. Then interest rate is how much? I is equal to 0.06. What is the formula we are going to use? Present value is equal to future value divided by 1 plus I, the whole power N. So which is equal to 8,000 divided by 1.06, the whole raised to N is how much? That is 1.7908. How much is the answer? 4467.28, option B. Can we do the next question? Yes. So last time 15 questions were there. This time I think 14 questions were there from this chapter. Okay. John borrows a loan. Loan means what? Borrows and loans means what? Present value we are talking about. 10,000. So present value is how much? 10,000. PV is 10,000. From a bank, he agreed to pay back in how many installments? 24 equal installments. That means N value is how much? 24 at the rate of 10%. That means I is equal to 0.1. Then each installment amount is how much? They are asking for A value. Get me the answer, people. Get me the answer. Either you can use the formula PV is equal to A by I into 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. From this you can use, or you can use GT method. Second option, huh? Okay, let's see. Which is PV is how much? 10,000. Which is equal to how much? The A we need to find. I is how much? 0.1. A is over here. 1 minus 1 divided by how much? The 9.84973. Solve it for me, everyone. Solve it for me. Or use GT method. Is this approach helping you? Showing the question paper and doing it. Yes, this is the reality. Whatever we do inside the class, the question paper will look like this. The paper, the quality, everything are differing, and you will get a yellow color paper. It won't be white also. Yes. Paper color is yellow. So try to, when you are practicing, try to buy some papers which are yellow in color. So once more, teach GT method. Yes. What we will do GT method here? What is the interest rate over here? 1.1. So 1.1 type on your calculator. Then click divide sign. Then equal to how many times? N value is how much here? 24. Then you will click 24 times equal to. 24 times equal to. Then you will click what? GT button. GT button. If you are multiplying, 24. Nothing can be done. You need to redo it. It is grand total. Grand total means you need to reduce that value. That is very complicated. You need to restart. Yes. Yes. Then GT button. Everyone click GT button, right? That means you got the entire present value annuity factor. So if it was to find the present value, you will multiply it with A, you will get the answer. Because here the question is not to find A. Not to find present value, we need to find A. So you will click divide equal to, multiply it with how much? 10,000. So you will get it as option B. Option B is the answer. Got it? Kirtana, understood? Understood? Clear off? Yes. Next one. Yeah, please. Yes. The future value of an annuity 7,200 made annually for 5 years at the rate of 12% compounded annually is given as what? So annuity amount is how much? The A is 7,200. N is how much? 5 years. I is how much? 0.12. Then get me the future value. What is the formula? Is it annuity regular or annuity due? Annuity regular. Why annuity regular? Nothing is mentioned. So annuity regular. What is the formula? A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. Which is equal to 7,200 divided by 0.12. Then multiply it with 1.76234 minus 1. Get me the answer. Option A is the answer, 45,740.4. Okay, understood everyone? Yes. Anyone is having doubt over this? No, right? Yes. Next one. Sunil plans to save money for his higher studies. He wants to accumulate a sum of how much? The 5 lakh. At the end of how many years? 10 years. How much amount should he invest every year if the interest rate is 10% compounded annually? So how much is he accumulating? The future value is how much? For 5 lakh. Then they are asking for what? How much amount he should invest regularly. That means they are asking for what? Annuity amount. What is the formula? FV is equal to A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. So future value is how much? The 5 lakh. Just use calculator. Don't even write anything. A divided by I is how much? 0.1 into 1.1 the whole raised to 10 is this much. That minus 1 is how much? Can I write it as 1.593742? Yes. Now just get me the answer. How many of you got option A? A is equal to 31372.71. Direct answer. Very easy paper. From logical reasoning, 20 marks was guaranteed. If you know this chapter also, 15 marks is guaranteed. That means 35 marks is there from just 2 topics. I mean logical reasoning and chapter number 4. Yes. Look at this, people. Every year effective rate of interest is now repeating. Every attempt. This attempt also May attempt also, that question is there. That also we will do. But that was the same question which we solved yesterday. Yes. Effective rate of interest corresponding to a nominal rate of 8% per annum payable quarterly is how much is the question. How to do this? How to do this? What is the formula for effective rate of interest? Yes, answer is right there in front of you. Answer is what? Option C. But just by looking at it, you will get the answer. ERI is equal to 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1 multiplied with 100. 1 plus I the whole raised to n is this much. From that, if you reduce 1, how much it will be? 0.0824321. Into 100 is how much? 8.21 to 8.24 percentage. Direct answer. Next one. Second last question. Anil deposited a certain sum of money at a rate of 10% per annum, compounded semi-annually. Compounded semi-annually means I will become how much? 5%, that is 0.05. Then at the end of 1 year, that means n will become how much? 1 into 2, that is 2 years. Then received a sum of how much? 13,230. Then the sum deposited is how much? So what is this question based on? Is it based on compound interest or annuity? Compound interest. Why it is not annuity? Annuity, what happens? Regularly he will invest here, and fixed investment was there in the previous year. Got it? Yes. What is happening? So what is given? Anil received a sum of this much. A value is how much? This much. You need to find the P value. What is the formula? A is equal to P into 1 plus I the whole raised to n. That means 13230 is equal to P into 1 plus I. 1 plus I is how much? 1.05 the whole raised to 2. Get me the value of P. How much is it? 12,000. You might have got it like 11,999.9999999. Answer is option C. Direct question. Okay. Yes. Lucky people who wrote may attempt are the luckiest of all. Sorry. Can attempt. May attempt is also lucky. When we solve the question, you will get to know. Yes. And one more thing is there. When I am solving with you, you will feel it is easy. When you are trying alone, you will be like, oh, adengappa, ennada adu? Yes. Correct? Yes. Yes. Very fast. Yes. A certain amount of rate of simple interest X doubles in how many years? 5 years. At another rate of simple interest Y, it becomes 3 times in how many years? 8 years. Then the difference between two interest rate is how much is the question. Very easy question. We did a same type of question. So 100 is becoming how much? 200. In how many years? 5 years. So rate percentage is how much? 100 divided by SI value divided by 5. That is equal to 20%. Correct? Then in the second case, 100 is becoming how much? 300. How many years? 8 years. Then what is the SI value? SI value here is 200. SI value here is how much? 100. Then R percentage is SI divided by 8. That means 200 divided by 8. How much is it? 25%. They are asking for what? The difference between two interest rate. That is 25 minus 20 is how much? 5%. Option A is the answer. That's all. The Jan attempt. Now we will go for May attempt. May 2025 attempt question paper. Okay. Everyone? All chill? All got the answers? Are you getting the answer? Is the revision done for everyone? Online? Are you getting it? Yes. If you're not getting means you need to revise again. Again and again you need to study. Yes. And always remember that the questions will be shuffled. Don't expect you will see max question at the first page. Options will also shuffle. Don't look at the other paper and write. Okay, sometimes option will also be shuffled. So make sure that you are writing your own answers. Yes. So I think this time around 14 questions were there. I guess 87, 88, 89, 40. Yes. 14 questions were there from this particular chapter. Can we start off, people? Yes. First question. 60%. There is an increase of 60% in amount in 6 years as per simple interest. What will be the compound interest of 12,000 after 3 years at the same rate is the question. Okay, we need to find the rate. What all things you need to find the compound interest we need to find. What all things you require to find compound interest? CI is equal to P into 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1. This is the formula, right? Do you have the I value over here? No. P value you have, that is how much? 12,000. Then what else you don't have? N you have 3 years. Everything is there. I is not there. You need to find I from the previous given data. That is, there is 60% increase in the amount. That means 100 is becoming how much da? 160. Correct? 60% increase means what? 100 is becoming 160. Then in how many years? 6 years. That means SI value over here is how much? 60. Then XI value is 60. That means rate percentage is how much? 60 divided by time. That is how much da? 10%. R value is 10%. Do you remember the last question what we did? This is the same method. Now CI value you need to find. CI is equal to how much da? P is how much? 12,000 into 1 plus I. 1 plus I is how much? 1.1. The whole power 3 minus 1. Get me the answer. Option. Everyone understood this? Is this clear for everyone? Yes. So type 1.1 into equal to how many times? 2 times. Then minus 1. Then multiply it with 12,000. You will get it as how much? 3972. Next question. Can we do it? Everyone, are you guys ready? Yes. Is it possible to get solved? We did the same question yesterday. Yes, that was a repeated question. So the questions can get repeated. That's why I'm telling you, always do the previous year questions and MTP questions. That will give you the answer. Okay. Yes. The effective rate of interest compounded to a nominal rate of 6% per annum payable what? Half yearly. That means I value is how much now? 6 divided by 200, which is equal to how much? 0.03%. 0.03. Then N value is how much? 2. N value is 2. Effective rate of interest formula is how much? The ERI percentage is equal to 1 plus I the whole raised to n minus 1. The entire thing multiplied with what? Get me the answer. Get me the answer. Yes. How much is it? Option D. That means 1.03 the whole square minus 1 into 100. What is it now? 6.09. Clear? Everyone got the answer? Option D is the answer. Yes. So here we cannot even skip one particular decimal point. If you skip a decimal point itself, your options will change. So just use calculator to get it. Otherwise you will skip some decimal values and all. Got it? Yes. Next one. Same type of question. I told you, right? In Jan attempt also same question was there. But values. Suresh became Ramesh. Ramesh became Suresh. 1 become 2. There 246 became 525 over here. The compound interest on a certain sum for 2 years at 10% per annum is how much now? 525. Now, the simple interest on the same sum. So they are asking for what? Simple interest. SI value we need to find PTR percentage. For that we require what? We require P value. T and R we have. So how will you find P value? Using compound interest. CI is equal to what? P into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. CI is how much now as per the question? 525. Which is equal to P is how much? We need to find. 1 plus I. I is how much? 1 point. I is equal to 0.1. That means 1.1 the whole square minus 1. Get me the value of P, everyone. Come on, let's do it. How will you use calculator? 1.1. 1.1 into equal to minus 1 divide equal to multiply it with 525. How much you are getting P value? How much? 2500. Yes, 2500. Next, SI value how will you find? SI is equal to 2500 into T is how much? Double the time means it will become 4. Then half the rate percentage. Half the rate percentage means it will become 5%. That is 5%. Get me the answer. Option B, 500. Everyone got this? Everyone understood this? Clear? Yes. I will give you one more tip. Always think that this when we are thinking about like double the time and half the rate percentage, the chances of simple interest will always be less than the compound interest. Chances. Okay. If it is like same rate and same time period means it is always less. Simple interest is less than compound interest. Except the first year, second year onwards, it will be compound interest will always be bigger than simple interest. Then based on our options, sometimes you will be able to get the answer. Okay. Yes. Now get me the answer. The future value of an investment of 7,000 compounded quarterly at 10% per annum for 3 years is how much is the question. How to solve this? Everything is there, right? Future value you need to find 7,000 compounded annually, compounded quarterly. That means we need to change certain things, but all the values are given over here, so it is fine. That means n value is how much? 12. I value is how much? 0.025. So it is pakka, no issues. FV is equal to A by I into 1 plus I, the whole power n minus 1, which is equal to, is this the formula? Yes, right? Yes. Is it annuity regular? Is it annuity regular? It is annuity regular because nothing is mentioned regarding the time frame. Now, A is how much da? 7,000 divided by I is how much da? 0.25. Then multiply it with how much? 1.34489 minus 1. Get me the answer. Option E. Yes. Everyone got the same answer? Everyone reduce it. It will become 0.34489 into 7,000 divided by 0.25. Everyone got the same answer? Did someone got a different answer? So 1.34489 minus 1 multiplied with 7,000, then divide it using 0.25. You will get the answer as 9656. Yes, 9656 future value. Nearest answer is what? Option A. You can go for option A. Yes. Compounded quarterly. Then yes. Fine. Everything is fine only, right? Yes. That's all. Done. Next one. Next one. Get me the answer. Everyone, get me the answer. Two loans with different periods. Simple interest. A sum of 725. It's a good question. Okay. This is one of the good question from this attempt. 7,025 is lent in the beginning of an year with a certain interest rate of simple interest. After 8 months, a sum of 362.5 more is lent at the rate of twice the former. Twice the former. Okay. At the end of the year, 33.5 is earned as interest from both the loans. What is the original rate of interest is the question. Now people, let us think that let R percentage be the original rate. Okay, let R percentage be the original rate. Now for the first sum is what? 725. So how many years we are considering? The only 1 year. We are telling about 1 year. 7,025 is invested for 1 year completely, right? So can I write it as P1 T1 R1 plus P2 T2 R2 percentage is equal to how much? The 33.5. Now P1 is how much? 725. T1 is how much? 1 year. So 1 itself into R percentage. Let it be there. Plus P2 T2 R2 is how much? P2 is how much? Da? P2 is 362.5 into T2 is how much? They are telling after 8 months only this is invested. So how many months it is invested? From 8th month onwards. That means 4 months it is invested. From the 8th year onwards. That means 4 will be written as how many years? 4 months can be written as how many years? 4 divided by 12 into R. Double the twice. That means 2 into R percentage, which is equal to how much? 33.5. From this, can you option hit and get me the answer? Everyone try option hitting. Use M plus MRC. Get me the answer. If whichever option is giving 33.5, that's our right option. Okay, try option. Which option you want to try first? Looking at the options, we will try with first option itself, or C you want to find out? C, yeah. Okay, let's try with C. Let's see whether it is the answer. 725 into 1 into 3.46 percentage click M plus. Then 362.5 into 4 divided by 12 into 2, then into 3.46 click percentage click M plus. Finally MRC you click the, how much you are getting? 3.46 MRC. Yes. When you recall MRC, how much is you getting? How much is it? Yes, how much you got? 3 point? Yeah, how much you got? How much you got now? Yeah, should I do it? You guys are disappointing me. Yes. You got the answer? Did you try? You told the option? Yes. How much you got? Somewhere. How much you got? 3.46. Answer correct? You are getting it as 33.5? Yes. Yes, that means 33.5. Option C is the right answer. Good guess. But don't do it in the exam hall. Okay? Yes. 7. Clear the memory. 725 into 3.46. Then click percentage. Click what? M plus. Then 362.5 into how much? 4. Then divide by 12. Then multiply it with 2 into 3.46. Click percentage. Click M plus. Finally click MRC. You are getting it as 33.44. Option C is our answer. Any method is fine. Yeah, I am just telling one of the method. That's all. Otherwise, how will you solve? You will take R percentage common. Then you will get the answer. Any method is fine. Up to you guys. Yes, inside the exam hall, whatever method is coming to your mind, follow that. If that is not working out, go for the next method. Okay, next one. Shiv deposit 10,000 annually in a bank for 5 years at 10% annual compounding interest rate. Calculate approximate value of this series of deposit at the end of how many years? 5 years. If each deposit that happens at the beginning of year. Beginning of year means annuity due. So is it what? Future value of annuity due. What is the formula? A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. The entire thing multiply it with 1 plus I. You will get the answer. How much is the answer, people? So A is how much? 10,000 divided by I is how much? I is how much now? 10%. That means 0.1 into 1.1 the whole power how much? 5 minus 1. The entire thing multiplied with what? 1.1. You will get the answer. How much you are getting? Option B of 67 156. Everyone got the same answer? Are you guys trying? I'm not hearing too much calculator sound. Aditya, are you trying? Yeah, you are not trying? Yes, I'm seeing you, da. I can see you. Yes. 10 minutes. We'll be done in 10 minutes. We are almost there. Fine. Is it? Class is till what time, da? 1 o'clock, right? Yes, fine. Yes. Okay, fine. Done. Yes. Next one. Compound interest based question. If you deposit 4,000 into an account paying 6,000 annually compounded quarterly. Sorry, annual interest compounded quarterly. How much approximate money will be the account after 5 years? So, what all things are given? P value is given. How much? 1,000. That is the initial investment you made. Then I value is how much? 0.06. But it is compounded quarterly. If you look into it, everything is given directly. I value is how much? 0.015. Then N value is how much? 20. Based on this, get me the answer. What is the formula? Amount they are asking, right? Yes. How much approximate money will be in the account after 5 years? What is the formula? A is equal to P into 1 plus I the whole power N. So A is how much? 4,000 into 1 plus I, that is given over here, that is 1.34489. How much is the answer? 5,300 and yes. See ya. Everyone got the same answer? Yes. So answer is 5387.42. Next one. People, yesterday I told you while discussing this question was there. The direct question, the 1 mark direct question was there from this topic. Which is bigger, effective rate of interest or nominal rate of interest? Nominal rate of interest is always lesser than effective rate of interest when we are taking what? Relationship between annual nominal rate and annual effective rate if the frequency of compounding is greater than 1. If it is equal to 1, they are equal. If it is greater than 1, then effective rate of interest is greater than nominal rate of interest. Now, yes. Got it? Why did we take compound interest here? Because the money was already deposited. If it is a regular depositing is happening, regularly it is getting deposited, it is based on annuity. Otherwise, it is based on compound interest. Keep that in mind always. Got it? Yes? Yeah. Get me the answer. Madhu invests 15,000 in a scheme and at the end of the maturity amount, yesterday we solved the same question. Same question we solved inside the class. So, V0 value is how much? 15,000. Vn value is how much? 25,000. If CAGR is the investment is 8.8%, that means 1 plus 8.88%, the whole power. Tn minus T0 is how much here? We need to find that. Tn minus T0, which is equal to how much? Vn by V0. Vn by V0 is how much? 25,000 divided by 15,000 is how much now? 1.6666. Okay, now we will check whichever option is giving us the answer. That means 1.0888, the whole power, option hit 6. How much you are getting? 1.666, which is equal to our answer RHS. So option A is the right answer. Yes, Madhubala, yesterday you asked the same doubt. What if it is 5.5? That time you didn't get the answer. Yes, same question. Now, everyone understood this? Yes, we are going for the 96th question. Raju pays an installment of 3,150 per month for the next 3 years towards his loan at an interest rate of how much? 12.4% discounted monthly. Then, what is the approximate amount of loan taken initially? What are they asking? Present value. Get me the answer. Annuity amount is how much? The A value is 3150. What is the formula we are going to use? You can either use GT method or you can use our formula method. Now my question. Annuity regular or annuity due? Anything is given regarding that? Annuity regular. We can go for PV is equal to what is the formula? A by I into 1 minus 1 divided by 1 minus I the whole raised to 1 plus I the whole raised to n. Now people, look here. Look here. It is compounded what? Or discounted what? Monthly. It is happening how much? Monthly. Monthly means what? I value we need to divide by 12. N value you need to multiply with 12. N is how much? 36. Actually that is over here, right? Then I value is how much? I value is nothing but 0.01033. Then A value is how much? It is already given 13150 multiplied by 1 minus 1 divided by 1.4481. How will you do that in calculator? In the first you will type 1.4481. Then divide equal to. Then change sign. Then plus 1. Then multiply it with 3150. Then finally divide it with 0.01033. How much is the answer, people? Option C is the answer. Got the point? Very easy, right? Yes, we did the same type of question. All of these questions are easy. The only thing is that we are not studying. Yes. Next one. Everyone got the previous one? Everyone got the previous one? Yes. Yeah, please try. Now, 4 more questions are there. Then we are done for the day. Okay? Yes. Too much we learned today, right? Yes. Everyone practice the questions from blood relation. Okay. With practice only you will become better. I'll send the workbook in the group in some time. Now, annuity. Okay. Dinesh received a cash bonus of 1 lakh. How much he received? 1 lakh he received, which he deposited in a bank at 10% interest compounded annually. How much approximate equal amount can Dinesh withdraw annually for a period of 10 years? They are asking for what? A value, annuity amount they are asking. Now my question is, 1 lakh is what? Present value or future value? Why present value? Da? Okay, depositing means he'll earn the benefit later. Okay. Now my question is, 1 lakh is there already. 1 lakh is already there. If 1 lakh is already there, what is going to happen? We are just investing that money. Yes. Answer B. 1 lakh is already there. We are investing it in a bank. And the bank is doing what? We are getting what? 10% from the bank regularly. So annuity amount we need to find. Will you use present value or future value is the only part you will have a doubt. So which part you will use, you should tell me. Present value or why not future value, you should tell me the reason for that. Okay, it is getting compounding in the future. Okay, we are withdrawn. Now if you look into it, we will first try present value. Everyone try. Then your doubt regarding that also will go away. Let's try. Everyone try present value. Finding using present value method. GT method everyone tried. That means clear the memory. 1.1 divide equal to how many times? 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear the memory. Where is? Yes, the GT method you are getting it as option B. You got it as option B. I think everyone got it as option B. 1.1 divide equal to how many times? 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Finally, you will click what? GT button. Then divide equal to, multiply it with how much? 1 lakh. Yes, how much you are getting? 16,274 something, 73 something you are getting. Now, everyone try with respect to our future value formula. Then I'll tell you the difference between both of them. Try with future value formula. Yes. Everyone got it as 6,000? Yes. Now we will come back to this possibility. The possibility is like this. When we are taking a loan, what is happening during a loan time? When we are taking a loan, we will take some money from them. Then we will pay them the interest. While we are depositing and we are getting a benefit from them, it's kind of the bank is taking a loan from us and they are giving us interest. So go with what? Present value. Got the point? Yes, you told. I was just asking you why. Yes, that time you were saying present value. Yes, I was just asking that. So try present value. You will get it as option A. So how is the method? Use the formula PV is equal to A divided by I into 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus I the whole power 10. Okay, get me the answer. You will get the A value as 16,273. Yes. Next one. Can you get me the answer? Find the approximate future value of an annuity due. Annuity due means what? The formula will change. 500 per quarter for 8 years, 9 months. Very interesting. 8 year, 9 months. 8 year, 9 months means what? How many years? N value will be how much? N is equal to 8 years is how many months? 8 into. Yes, can I write it as 8 plus 9 divided by 12, which is how much? Which is how much? That is how much? 8.75 years. But is it quarterly? Yes, that means into 4 is how much? Into 4 is how much? 35. So N value is how much? 35. Anyway, it is written over here, so it's not a problem. N value is 35. Then I value is how much? I is 0.015. How did you get it as 0.015? That means 6 divided by 4 That will give you how much? 1.5. Then again divided by 100. That will be how much? 0.015. Now what are they going to find? Future value of annuity due. What is the formula? A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. The entire thing multiplied with 1 plus I. So A is how much now? 500 divided by 0.015 into 1. This value is how much? Can I write it as 0.6839 multiply it with how much? 1.015. How much is the answer da? 23. Huh? Which option? Okay, let me try. So 500 multiplied with 0.696, sorry, 0.6839, then multiplied with 1.015, then divided by 0.015. How much you got? Everyone got the same answer? Yes. So which option are you going with? Option D. Yes. Next one. Present value of discounted cash flow. A project is expected to provide cash flow as follows. First year it is how much? 40,000. Second year is how much? 50,000. Third year is how much? 30,000. So just give me the PV value. Net present PV value is how much? The first one 40,000 divided by how much is the interest value? I is equal to 0.15. That means 1.15 plus second year it is how much? 50,000 divided by 1.15 the whole square. Third year it is how much? 30,000 divided by 1.15 the whole cube. Use M plus MRC, you will get the answer. Now how will you do it? Type 40,000, then divide by 1.15, click M plus, then type 1.15 into equal to, divide equal to, multiply it with 50,000. Why did we do that? Because it is in the denominator. We need to take it to the numerator. Click what? M plus. Finally, 1.15 into equal to how many times? 2 times. Then divide equal to, multiply it with what? 30,000. Finally, click what? M plus and MRC you will click. You will get the answer. Option B or D? Boy or dog? Dog. Option D. Okay. Yes. Can we do the final question from the May attempt? The approximate amount should you save annually to accumulate 20 lakh. That means how much you should get in the future. Future value is given. By the end of 12 years, by saving, earns at an interest of 14% compounded annually. Direct question. Use the formula of future value, that is A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. Is it annuity regular or annuity due? Annuity regular. Nothing is mentioned, so that you can go for annuity regular. A is how much da? A is, we don't know, we need to find. So 20 lakh is equal to A divided by I is how much? 0.14 into, can I type this entire thing as 3.8179 because I reduced 1 from it. So get me the answer. A is how much? 73,339. The answer is option C. That's all, people. I think that chapter, the confidence will also improve when you solve a lot of previous year question. So solve more questions whichever are there. Try to solve maximum number of previous year question, MTP questions. You know, by comparing just May attempt and Jan attempt, we know that 2 questions were there, like just changing the values. So always you can expect that. So how to identify? Yes. How to identify the question? It is compound interest, simple interest, annuity, PV, FV, confusing while practicing, sir. Yes, that is a good question. How to identify whether it is based on compound interest or annuity? Annuity is when we are doing it. The annuity is used when there is a regular investment. When there is a regular investment, every year or every month the money is getting invested, then we are telling that it is annuity. Compound interest means what? In the beginning of the year, sometime we invested a certain money. That type of question is based on what? Compound interest. Then SI based question. If in the question it is mentioned that 15% per SI, that means it is an SI based question. If SI is not mentioned, CI is not mentioned in the question, then you can always go for what? SI. Okay. Yes. Now, how to identify whether it is based on future value or present value? Yesterday also I started with the same thing. Future value means a money is accumulated at the end of some year or at some time. A money is accumulated by investing a certain amount regularly. That is called as future value. Then present value, borrowing, loan, then installments, everything. Then the previous question, it was installment we are getting. Yes. So all the types will come under what? Present value. That's all, people. I hope almost all the doubts are clear. Yes. Thank you so much. Scanner is compulsory to buy. It's up to you. Always up to you. You can buy more questions. Anyway, I'll give workbook, right? You can use the workbook also. Up to you. If you want to buy something with solutions. That will help you out also. Okay. Thank you so much. If any doubt is there, you can ask me right now.